Glowing Star, welcome to today's video, the top 50 most inspiring quotes of all time, Glowing Star. Join us for a breathtaking journey through the most profound and uplifting words ever spoken. Let's awaken your inspiration and set your spirit free, rocket, scroll. Introduction. Throughout human history, inspirational words have sparked revolutions, motivated change, and lifted spirits. From ancient philosophers to modern-day thought leaders, these timeless quotes have the power to ignite our passions, boost our morale, and guide us toward greatness. In this curated list of the top 50 most inspiring quotes of all time, we will explore the wisdom and motivation behind each quote, along with the impact they've had on individuals and society as a whole. Section 1. Wisdom from the Ages. 1.1 Know Thyself. Socrates. Socrates' call to self-awareness reminds us that personal introspection is the key to growth and self-improvement. 1.2 The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates. Socrates' humility in acknowledging the vastness of human knowledge is a reminder that curiosity and learning are lifelong pursuits. 1.3 Change is the only constant. Heraclitus. Heraclitus' insight into the nature of change underscores the importance of adaptability and resilience in life. 1.4 To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson's quote celebrates individuality and authenticity, encouraging us to resist societal pressures and embrace our true selves. 1.5 The unexamined life is not worth living. Socrates. Socrates' emphasis on self-reflection reminds us of the significance of living a purposeful and meaningful life. Section 2. Perseverance and Determination. 2.1 Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Confucius. Confucius' quote highlights the resilience required to overcome setbacks and emerge stronger. 2.2 It always seems impossible until it's done. Nelson Mandela. Mandela's words inspire us to tackle seemingly insurmountable challenges with unwavering determination. 2.3 The only way to do great work is to love what you do. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs reminds us that passion is the driving force behind exceptional achievements. 2.4 Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. Winston Churchill. Churchill's quote encourages us to persevere in the face of adversity, knowing that resilience is the true measure of success. 2.5 The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Eleanor Roosevelt. Eleanor Roosevelt's words inspire us to nurture our dreams and have unwavering faith in their realization. Section 3. Courage and Boldness. 3.1 The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt's quote emboldens us to confront our fears and uncertainties with courage and resilience. 3.2 It is not because things are difficult that we do not dare, it is because we do not dare that they are difficult. Seneca. Seneca's wisdom reminds us that fear often creates the illusion of difficulty, preventing us from pursuing our ambitions. 3.3 In the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. Albert Einstein. Einstein's insight encourages us to view challenges as opportunities for growth and innovation. 3.4 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. Mark Twain. Mark Twain's quote urges us to embrace boldness and take risks, as regret often stems from missed opportunities. 3.5 Life is either a daring adventure or nothing at all. Helen Keller. Helen Keller's words inspire us to live life to the fullest and embrace adventure with open arms. Section 4. Empathy and Compassion. 4.1 In 3 words I can sum up everything I've learned about life, it goes on. Robert Frost. Robert Frost's quote is a gentle reminder that life's challenges are an integral part of our journey, and we must keep moving forward. 4.2 No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. Aesop. Aesop's fable-inspired quote underscores the profound impact of even the smallest acts of kindness. 4.3 The best way to predict the future is to create it. Peter Drucker. Peter Drucker's words encourage us to take an active role in shaping our destinies and the world around us. 4.4 To love and be loved is to feel the sun from both sides. David Viscott. Viscott's quote celebrates the reciprocal nature of love and the warmth it brings to our lives. 4.5 Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that. Martin Luther King Jr. MLK's timeless words remind us that love and compassion have the power to heal and transform society. Section 5, Vision and Innovation. 5.1 Imagination is more important than knowledge. Albert Einstein. Einstein's quote highlights the creative power of imagination in driving innovation and progress. 5.2 The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort's insight challenges us to overcome self-limiting beliefs and pursue our goals relentlessly. 5.3 Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs encourages us to seek fulfillment by aligning our work with our passions and values. 5.4 I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work. Thomas A. Edison. Edison's perseverance in the face of failure reminds us that innovation often involves numerous attempts. 5.5 The harder I work, the luckier I get. Samuel Goldwyn. Samuel Goldwyn's quote emphasizes the relationship between hard work and creating opportunities for success. Section 6, Hope and Positivity. 6.1 The best preparation for tomorrow is doing your best today. H. Jackson Brown Jr. Brown's quote encourages us to focus on the present, knowing that our efforts today shape a brighter future. 6.2 Believe you can and you're halfway there. Theodore Roosevelt. Roosevelt's words underscore the profound impact of self-belief on our journey to success. 6.3 The pessimist complains about the wind, the optimist expects it to change, the realist adjusts the sails. William Arthur Ward. Ward's wisdom reminds us to adapt to circumstances and take proactive steps toward positive change. 6.4 The only limit to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Franklin D. Roosevelt. Roosevelt's quote calls attention to the self-imposed limitations of doubt and the limitless potential of belief. 6.5 You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis' words inspire us to continually seek new horizons and embrace the possibilities of life. Section 7, Gratitude and Contentment. 7.1 Gratitude makes sense of our past, brings peace for today, and creates a vision for tomorrow. Melody Beattie. Beattie's quote highlights the transformative power of gratitude in shaping our perspective on life. 7.2 Happiness is not something ready-made. It comes from your own actions. Dalai Lama. The Dalai Lama's insight reminds us that happiness is a product of our choices and actions. 7.3 What you get by achieving your goals is not as important as what you become by achieving your goals. Zig Ziglar. Zig Ziglar's quote emphasizes the personal growth and transformation that accompany the pursuit of goals. 7.4 Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. Albert Schweitzer. Schweitzer's wisdom suggests that happiness is both the means and the end in the journey to success. 7.5 Enjoy the little things, for one day you may look back and realize they were the big things. Robert Brough. Brough's quote encourages us to savor life's simple pleasures and find joy in the everyday moments. Section 8, Resilience and Inner Strength. 8.1 I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination. Jimmy Dean. Jimmy Dean's quote reminds us of our ability to adapt and persevere in the face of adversity. 8.2 Do not go where the path may lead, go instead where there is no path and leave a trail. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson's words inspire us to forge our own unique path and leave a lasting legacy. 8.3 The best revenge is massive success. Frank Sinatra. Sinatra's quote encourages us to channel our energy into achieving greatness rather than dwelling on negativity. 8.4 It does not matter how slowly you go as long as you do not stop. Confucius. Confucius' wisdom underscores the importance of persistence and continuous progress. 8.5 The only person you are destined to become is the person you decide to be. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson's quote empowers us to take control of our destinies and shape our own identities. Section 9, Faith and Belief. 9.1 Faith is taking the first step even when you don't see the whole staircase. Martin Luther King Jr. MLK's words emphasize the importance of faith and trust in uncertain times. 9.2 Believe in yourself and all that you are. Know that there is something inside you that is greater than any obstacle. Christian D. Larson. Larson's quote encourages us to have unwavering self-belief and the confidence to overcome challenges. 9.3 The only thing standing between you and your goal is the story you keep telling yourself as to why you can't achieve it. Jordan Belfort. Jordan Belfort's insight challenges us to overcome self-limiting beliefs and pursue our goals relentlessly. 9.4 Faith is the bird that feels the light when the dawn is still dark. Rabindranath Tagore. Tagore's poetic words capture the essence of faith as a guiding light in times of darkness. 9.5 Miracles happen every day. Change your perception of what a miracle is, and you'll see them all around you. John Bon Jovi. Bon Jovi's quote invites us to cultivate a sense of wonder and recognize the extraordinary in the ordinary. Section 10, Leadership and Influence. 10.1 The greatest leader is not necessarily the one who does the greatest things. He is the one that gets the people to do the greatest things. Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan's quote underscores the importance of leadership as a catalyst for collective achievement. 10.2 Leadership is not about being in charge. It is about taking care of those in your charge. Simon Sinek. Sinek's insight redefines leadership as a responsibility to nurture and support others. 10.3 A leader is one who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. John C. Maxwell. Maxwell's definition of a leader emphasizes the role of guidance, action, and example setting. 10.4 Leadership is not about being in the front. It is about taking care of the rear. Jack Welch. Jack Welch's quote highlights the importance of ensuring that no one is left behind in the pursuit of collective goals. 10.5 The function of leadership is to produce more leaders, not more followers. Ralph Nader. Nader's perspective on leadership encourages the development of others' leadership potential. Section 11, Dreams and Aspirations. 11.1 The biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that is changing quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg's quote reminds us that embracing risk is often the key to achieving our boldest dreams. 11.2 Dream big and dare to fail. Norman Vaughn. Norman Vaughn's words inspire us to set audacious goals and pursue them with unwavering determination. 11.3 All our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Walt Disney. Walt Disney's quote encourages us to turn our dreams into reality by summoning the courage to pursue them relentlessly. 11.4 The dreamers are the saviors of the world. James Allen. James Allen's perspective suggests that dreamers possess the vision and creativity needed to solve the world's challenges. 11.5 Dreams don't work unless you do. John C. Maxwell. Maxwell's quote underscores the importance of hard work and dedication in realizing our dreams. Section 12, Self-Discovery and Growth. 12.1 I am not what happened to me, I am what I choose to become. Carl Jung. Carl Jung's quote invites us to embrace our agency in shaping our identities and destinies. 12.2 The only journey is the one within. Rainer Maria Rilke. Rilke's insight emphasizes the profound inner journey of self-discovery and personal growth. 12.3 The purpose of life is not to be happy. It is to be useful, to be honorable, to be compassionate, to have it make some difference that you have lived and lived well. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Emerson's quote challenges us to find meaning in a life well lived through service and compassion. 12.4 Change your thoughts and you change your world. Norman Vincent Peale. Norman Vincent Peale's quote underscores the transformative power of mindset in shaping our experiences. 12.5 In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Martin Luther King Jr. MLK's quote reminds us of the importance of standing up for what is right and speaking out against injustice. Conclusion. The top 50 most inspiring quotes of all time serve as timeless guides on our journey through life. They illuminate the path to self-discovery, resilience, and achievement. These quotes, often born from the wisdom of great minds and forged in the crucible of human experience, inspire us to be the best versions of ourselves, pursue our dreams relentlessly, and make a positive impact on the world. As you reflect on these words of wisdom, remember that inspiration is not confined to quotes alone. It can be found in the beauty of nature, the support of loved ones, and the resilience of the human spirit. Use these quotes as stepping stones on your personal journey, and let them serve as reminders of the limitless potential that resides within you. End of article. These are the top 50 most inspiring quotes of all time, along with explanations of their significance and impact. These timeless quotes have the power to motivate, uplift, and guide us on our journey through life. Glowing Star, subscribe, share, and like our content, and let us embark on this magical voyage of inspiration together. Remember, each small action creates a ripple effect, and your contribution can make a significant difference in the lives of many. Thank you for being a part of this extraordinary movement. Your support means the world to us, and it is our deepest desire to create content that touches your heart and enriches your life.